How does silence become your superpower? We live in a world obsessed with proving something, proving we're right, proving we're worthy, and explaining ourselves over and over again. Sometimes even begging just to be seen. But here's the truth. A strong-minded person doesn't do this because silence is strength. People explain themselves to those who have already decided not to understand. And this is dangerous because when someone has closed their mind, your words don't build connection. You're not being heard, you're being judged. Every explanation becomes a defense, and every defense makes you look smaller in their eyes. The more you explain and the more you beg, the more power you give away, because power belongs to the one who doesn't need approval. The more we cling to things outside our control, the less control we actually have. When your peace depends on someone else's reaction, opinion, or understanding, you've already handed your power over. True control begins the moment you stop trying to control how others see you. And true strength is when being disrespected and walking away without a single word. Because when you stop reacting, they lose the control they once had over you. This is the silence that builds power. The silence where your absence speaks louder than any words ever could. Today, we're going to explore 6 lessons on how silence becomes your superpower and why those who master it never chase, never beg, and never feel the need to explain. Before we dive in, do one small thing. If this message already resonates, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more growth-focused content. Don't skip a single part, because one truth or one moment of clarity could change the way you carry yourself forever. Lesson 1. Silence makes them feel your absence. What happens when you stop explaining? At first, it feels uncomfortable because you're used to filling the silence. But then something powerful happens. You stop chasing. The more you talk, the less they listen. The more you chase, the more they run. But when you go silent, everything changes. Suddenly, your absence is felt more than your presence ever was. People begin to notice what they lost access to: your energy, your attention, your availability. Silence creates space, and in that space, realization can finally grow. Silence also stops you from wasting energy on people who can't even understand themselves. For example, arguing with someone who is emotionally immature will never lead to resolution, only exhaustion. Lesson 2. Silence allows you to hear the truth. Real answers don't come from noise, they come from reflection. When you truly go silent, your mind begins to calm. And when your mind is calm, clarity rises. You start hearing your own thoughts. You begin separating emotion from values. This gives you a powerful advantage because you stop making decisions based on fear, anger, or loneliness, and start making them based on self-respect and purpose. When you know who you are and what you stand for, no one can manipulate you with confusion or guilt. Lesson 3. Begging for closure is self-betrayal. Seeking closure from others is self-betrayal because it places your healing in someone else's hands. It asks another person to validate your pain, your experience, and your worth. The people who hurt you don't need to understand your value. You do. And the ones who left don't need to say goodbye. You can do that internally with dignity. Chasing closure keeps you emotionally attached to someone who has already chosen distance. Silence breaks that attachment. Your silence is your closure and the answer. Lesson 4. Silence protects your energy and self-respect. This is a boundary because it draws a clear line between what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Not every argument deserves a response. Not every misunderstanding deserves an explanation. and not every act of disrespect deserves your attention. When you stop reacting, you stop leaking energy. You teach others how to treat you without a single word. Self-respect grows the moment you realize you don't owe everyone access to your emotions. Lesson 5. Silence shifts the power dynamic. Explaining yourself puts you in a lower position because it frames you as someone seeking permission or approval. It signals that you need to be understood in order to feel valid. Not explaining yourself puts you back in control. When you stop defending yourself, people feel unsettled. They expected a reaction, resistance, or they expected you to chase. Why? Because patterns give people comfort. When you always react, they know how to push you. When you go silent, the pattern breaks, and uncertainty replaces control. The one who breaks the pattern holds the power, because they are no longer predictable. Lesson 6. Silence forces growth in you and in others. This is uncomfortable, and that's exactly why it works. It forces you to sit with your emotions instead of escaping them. It forces you to grow instead of reacting, and it forces others to reflect because they no longer have access to you. Those who are ready will understand your silence. Those who aren't were never meant to stay. This isn't weakness, it's proof that you've outgrown the need to prove yourself. If you master these lessons, then silence will become your superpower. Remember, silence is not emptiness, it's power. Your presence, your absence, your peace. Let them speak louder than any argument ever could. Master the art of silence, and you master yourself. The world will notice, not because you shouted, but because you didn't need to. If this message resonated, like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more growth content. Your power isn't in being heard, it's in being unshakable.